Let's talk about evaluation systems for software engineers in Japan. It isn't fair as it seems. We will talk about all the secrets of how engineers are evaluated, together with all the biases and what you can do to prevent it from happening to you. In fact, from a survey conducted, about 70% of employees find the evaluation system unfair. Unlike USA or Europe, companies in Japan are not people companies, but all capital companies. One of the root causes is that engineers are evaluated by managers who don't bear technical knowledge. Managers who are in the evaluation positions are detached from the technical challenges, tech debts, and modern tech. There is a general formula that is used when evaluating software engineers in Japan. Let's say there are 12 people that a manager is evaluating. The evaluation system forces managers to evaluate one engineer to have the lowest rating and a few ones the highest. You may think that is fair, but next comes the twist. Check out this graph. This is the graph that is widely used as a baseline in many software companies. We'll first talk about the first and last part of this graph. The lower point includes 10%, which are the low performers, and the highest salary goes to another 10%, which are high performers. This trend is used to give appraisals on the appraisal cycle every 6 months. In a fair evaluation, you would expect, well, a fair evaluation. However, there is a problem with this evaluation in Japan. This guideline means 10% of people must be evaluated low, regardless of their performance. It is now sounding unfair a bit. If we move to the higher spectrum, the highly evaluated engineers are evaluated based on the age, how well they speak Japanese, and how much of a yes man are they to the managers. A super engineer in 30s will be evaluated less than someone in 40s with average performance. Japanese language ability as a must is never told to you in the interview or the job description. But this is one of the tools that managers use to sideline people, who managers can get away by paying low. The problem is that it is always kept in the gray area and never admitted. Shady business. Managers in Japan don't know engineering and certainly don't cope up with the engineering trends. To top it off, managers don't keep a track of contributions by engineers regularly. Therefore, last month's memory of a manager about an engineer plays an important role. Managers also like people of their own kind. In a software product team, you have engineers, designers, and project managers. Project managers know a bit of engineering, at least at the level an engineer can't fool them with their regular requests. Project managers are regularly in touch with the managers for reporting status on the project. If a project is on track and going to meet the deadlines, all credit is taken by the project managers and they secure their position in the top 10%. When the deadlines are wobbly, project managers can put it all on the engineering team and safeguard themselves in the middle evaluations. I will give you a tip. 1 month before your evaluation, start appearing everywhere so you catch the manager's eye. A fresh memory will take your evaluation a long way than your contributions in an entire year. If you aren't getting a 1% raise every 6 months, then you are in the first 10% of lowest performing engineers. If you're getting a constant 2% raise every 6 months, then it is the middle area. And the last 10% gets about 3 to 10% raise. Managers also rotate members and sometimes put the genuine high-performing members to the lower spectrum to balance budget. By default, someone who has recently joined the company is put in the first 10% regardless of his or her performance. Or someone who a manager thinks is a flight risk. I hope you learned something new. Make sure you ask about the evaluation system when in an interview they ask, "So, do you have any questions for us?" This has been Japan Simplify, and I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe or share it with your favorite recruiter who is trying to get you a job in Japan.